Cabma Armour-Plated Doors is a company dedicated to the design, manufacture and marketing of security doors for homes, and we dedicate all our personal and professional effort so that our customers have at their disposal the best service and all the information regarding our products. The installation of the door can be performed in two ways. This will depend on whether we have a wooden frame or whether the said frame does not exist. In the first case, when there is a wooden frame, we will use expansion anchors. When there is no wooden frame, we will use a chemical anchor. The first thing is to introduce the frame in the doorway. We will wedge it and check that it is plumb. Once the frame is held in place, we will hang the door and check again the clearance with the wall. With these simple steps, the frame is now prepared. We must check that the door opens and closes well and that the latch is situated in the correct place. Once checked and held by the wedges, we go on to fix the frame by applying resin on the first side. We will drill a hole in order to put in the nets, and in the drill holes which we have just made, we introduce the plugs. Then we fill the plugs with resin, applying it generously until it overflows. The next step, without losing time, is to introduce the rod with a nut into the plugs full of resin. It is inserted with another rod to the end. We should wait until the resin dries in order to tighten the nuts. An operation which we will perform with a box spanner. Before continuing with the installation, we will check that the door opens and closes perfectly. In the other type of installation, when there is a wooden frame, the door is fitted with an expansion anchor. We will drill the partition and frame and introduce the expansion anchor. And then we proceed to tighten them. Depending on the door model, there is or not a cover below. In this case, there is not, so we will have to take off the panel. Once the door is fixed, it is of vital importance to check the clearance, and above all, that the opening control is well adjusted. Then we go on to the door lining. For this, the first thing is to dismantle the side profile. We take the measurement of the holes we have to make and then proceed to drill them. We introduce the panels in the aluminium guidance. In the exterior panel, we will perform the same operation. Once the two boards are located, we will put the aluminium profile on the side of the door. In this way, the door is finished off. We now go on to seal the spaces, which may remain using polyurethane foam. The next operation is the lining of the frame and the placement of the moulding on the two faces. Both in the mouldings and in the lining of the frame, it is advisable to place a line of silicone so that everything remains well sealed. Again, it is important to check that the clearance is correct so that a better fit is obtained. We continue lining the frame and sealing all the pieces. Once the operation is finished off, we proceed to put the exterior mouldings and the door will be practically finished, with only the fittings to be placed, although we should not forget to fill all the spaces of the door surroundings with polyurethane foam. As we have said, the process of placing the fittings is the last part of the installation of the door. This is the bolt of the opening control. We place the latch, the door handle and the spy hole. When we finish the following operation, the door will be totally finished and ready for normal working. Now let us talk about the installation of the door shield or stripe. We proceed to changing the key or encryption, which we will find with our models with a tumbler insert. We have a sealed box which nobody has handled. We remove the seal and take out the keys, which you can see. In fact, they are going to be the customer's keys. Then we take out the bolts and insert an Allen key in the slot. We will proceed by turning it anti-clockwise, lining up the tumblers. The next step is to insert the key which remains, and we replace the lock, leaving the previous key inoperable. A security door manufactured in steel with two metallic structures which, at first sight, have a totally wooden finish, in accordance with the tastes of the customer. What you have seen is the installation of our Tour 20 model. We have many more models and finishes in different woods and with distinct locks. We hope that it has been easy to understand and is useful for you. Thank you for your attention.